What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Multiverse Podcast, episode 38. I'm one of your hosts, Warren, or Cosmic. With me is Jimmy, or Chaos, and the goat behind the curtain, Wes. What is going on, guys?
He's in the hot box without the air
Yo,
conditioner
yo,
on,
yo.
without the fan on.
No, my cat actually jumped on my second PC, so I walked over there to get the cat off the PC because he turns it off all the time. But what's up, everybody?
What's going on, guys? How's it going?
It's a good day, and you know why? Like, I feel like we're at a moment where we haven't really seen this happen in a really long time. Superman tickets have gone on sale. When they originally went on sale, they crashed Fandango, I heard.
Yep.
And there was the Amazon Prime stuff as well. You can see it early. And then they dropped a new trailer today, and I thought it was fantastic. But I also feel like this moment is something we haven't experienced in like a pretty long time. Like, I'm sure we'll get into this, but the Fantastic Four didn't do this. They didn't crash Fandango, right? This Superman is like, this is it. This is like freaking huge. And I gotta say,
go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, after the trailer I saw today, holy crap.
So you want to know the vibe it gives me? It gives me the vibe of when Star Wars came back and we got the first trailer for episode
7.
Seven. Like the very beginning, we got that trailer, and there's a different magic in the air, you know?
Right.
From like regular movies that you're waiting for. And it just solidifies the whole, I mean, Superman's going to win at the box office. I strongly feel that way.
I was thinking of, our podcast today. Yeah. I was thinking of the talks we always have about who is going to come out on top. And after today and yesterday, whenever the tickets went on sale, I think yesterday, I was like, yeah, Superman. Like
whoever is in charge of cutting the trailers, they're doing it. You're literally getting a whole new perspective each trailer, which is
brilliant.
Like we got stuff today. I mean, I guess that was Ultraman, right? We think
it
was.
Yeah,
it looks like
totally.
It looks like Winter Soldier. He's got the eye rays.
Right. Yeah. If you like, no, it can only be him with because he also has heat vision. So,
Bro, the tag team with Krypto and Superman punching that dude in the face and
cool.
his teeth bouncing off the fourth wall camera back. Bro, it was so good.
The spinning laser eyes. I almost didn't want to see that, honestly.
Cool.
I was like, dang.
That's something.
Hopefully this doesn't take away from the movie, because like that was so sick.
So much that they're not giving. I think this movie is jam packed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're finally showing us a little bit from like the ending, like with Metamorpho, and when he's like in space holding Metamorpho's baby, and when they're like in like pocket dimensions or whatever, and like kind of like looks like Metropolis is like opening up, like that. I believe is like towards the end, but the rest I think is like in the very beginning.
Yeah,
I don't think I agree. I don't think they've given us a lot about the movie.
I think we're going to have a ton of twists and turns that we don't even see coming. I love the fact that we don't have hardly anything about Ultraman too. I like the fact that you just got those brief little looks of him. They're saving all that.
Yeah, totally.
I thought they killed it. Thought they crushed it. Anybody hating on it is just hating on it for the sake of hate to me right now. I think he's going to go down later on. Bold prediction. He will end up being the best Superman. I'm telling you, the way eyes up here, the way he's almost got a little bit of cockiness and funniness to him. I'm excited.
He does. He has a personality. Which I've seen people get mad about. They want the stoicism, right? Yeah. Like, and I get that. Like, I get some people who want that stoic Superman.
We got that. Henry Cavill was a perfect stoic Superman.
And it can't. If you're James Gunn, if you're David Cornsweet, anyone making a new Superman movie that's not Henry Cavill, you can't do it the same. You have to do it differently.
You make him dynamic. You make him where he can be connectable, but then at some point he's going to go into that. I'm freaking Superman. You know, he's gonna level up and be that stoic version as well. I saw something today. I think it was real. James Gunn did an interview. Well, you never know.
You can't tell nowadays. No, you cannot tell nowadays. AI video
I
agree.
I made that in 30 seconds. I saw something saying he said there is going to be a sequel, but it's not necessarily a sequel.
Right.
I saw something about talking about Batman will be in the sequel, and it's going to have the vibe of he doesn't like him and all that stuff. Did you see that? Was that real? Was that fake? And that Wonder Woman is in the works.
That's real.
Yeah,
I mean,
you had part of
almost
it.
everything you said is real, except for the Batman
I
stuff.
don't remember where I saw the account. They literally said word for word, Batman versus Superman, like the Snyder one. Like he's not gonna like him, and then they're gonna.
Oh, I saw that. That was fake. Unless
Okay.
it was
Yeah,
like
that
a
was-
leaker saying something, which
I don't
I don't
remember
think
the
it was.
account. I don't remember.
Yeah,
the
no. That's James Gunn, this huge EW article. I read the entire thing. The Wonder Woman thing's true. They're writing the movie right now. He did say that about the sequel. He said not necessarily a sequel.
Okay, good.
And he confirmed that the 4 main characters that they're focusing on right now, Superman, Supergirl, Batman, Wonder Woman, he said 2 of them were locked down and the other 2 are working on. So the other 2 are Batman and Wonder Woman. They're writing Wonder Woman. That's confirmed. He said that. And then he didn't really say anything specific about Batman, but with what he said about that thing you said before about the sequel, people are like, oh, so the sequel is going to be kind of like World's Finest. Like they're going to work together, not necessarily fight each other, but it like people are basically worried that that sequel-ish type movie is going to be a Batman and Superman movie, and Batman's not going to get his own solo movie first. I like.
I think
what?
I don't think James Gunn would make that mistake. I feel like Batman.
That's what I'm kind of thinking as well. Like I want the Batman movie first. Like now that like it's actually pretty cool what he's doing. I'll give him that. Like he did say in that same article, metahumans have been established for 300 years in this universe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool. So, and he said before, Superman's kind of a rookie.
This is a lived-in universe that we're going
right.
into.
And but he does say that he kind of rubs people the wrong way because he is invincible, right? So
I'm ready for all of it. Did he say also there was a post-credit scene, but he's also learned from his Marvel days, and there's only going to be post-credit scenes if it makes sense, so they don't like do something and promise something and it never happened? Did he say that?
I didn't read that in the article. Maybe I missed it.
Yeah. So they basically said that there's going to be post credits, but he's learning from his mistakes with like the Guardians 2, where like he apparently there's some with Thor. Or no, it was about Adam Warlock.
That thing.
He just said they're not basically what he said, they're not going to force post credit scenes. If it doesn't make sense or it's something that puts them on an edge where they might not be able to deliver, they're not going to do it.
Yeah. And he wants people to be able to dip their toes into each film. Like they're not going to be vehicles to the next project. Like he wants somebody to be able to watch Supergirl and just have that as like a contained story for the most part, but still have characters that show up, in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant to go with the avenue of it's a lived-in DC universe because that automatically gives you open doors to bring and bring people in, have them go in and out, introduce characters. I like it.
Yeah, there won't be that shock and awe when like another superhero shows up. It's like,
exactly.
Oh, look, there's a Green Lantern.
We're gonna get it right away, which is cool. Couple things. We have a super chat, and 2, the title says Thor 4 is happening. Thor 5 is happening.
Or Thor, my bad. That's an editor error.
Well, that's an MSN.
To be fair,
super chat.
That's an MSN type thing. I just unloading 10-year content on it.
I actually didn't watch Thor 4, so in my defense,
you haven't watched.
I didn't watch it.
Okay, so you should watch it. I mean, you should definitely watch it.
I was told that they ruined Gore the God Butcher, and like there's no real.
They didn't ruin him. They underutilized him. He
so they burned him too quickly.
Yeah, he did fantastic. For what he was given, he was really good. He was in that role, like he was owning that role. You definitely need to watch it at least once.
Totally.
For sure.
Yeah, you should. Did we address the super chat? James Chavez. I'm looking forward to Superman more than I am looking forward to this Fantastic Four.
I'm gonna say I am just a little bit too. I'm really excited about FF. I am.
Yeah.
But this Superman's like it's got that special vibe right now.
Yeah, but here's the deal. The Fantastic Four, like Superman just showed us kind of not everything as far as like we know what the movie is, but like they showed us his heat vision, right? They showed crypto fighting, like they showed us a lot. We've seen a lot of action. We've seen the Justice Gang, like Mr. Terrific's really cool. Like they've shown us a lot, so that leads to more excitement. But at the same time, there's still that whole big mystery surrounding it. The Fantastic Four hasn't really given us much, to be honest.
Well, we're not
Like
going to
they showed us the silver.
We're not.
I don't think we are either, right?
I don't think it's going to be even close.
And so they can't show it if they have like a little action to it. They can't show it.
Give it all away. Yeah.
But with the trailers that have come out, don't get me wrong, so excited for the Fantastic Four.
Me too.
I'm a little more psyched for Superman after today.
It's because whoever is in charge of cutting these trailers knew the assignment, and they are.
I think it's James.
I mean, they're literally.
He did say he was working with them. Yeah.
A different perspective each trailer. They really are. It's awesome.
Yep. Awesome. We really are in the return of like, you know, the Silver Age comics on the big screen. Because like, if you look at the aesthetic of Superman, but then if you look at the aesthetic of, you know, Fantastic Four as well, like they've got the clear vision of each films that are like distinct, and it's so sick. Yeah. It's like, you know, there's not like I guess the Marvel filter, you know, with the new one. It's like pretty sick, you know.
I'm excited. People complaining about the CGI. Are they talking about him flying and he looks a little stretched? Isn't that supposed to be because he's like going really fast? And
no, I think they're complaining about the fourth wall breaking scene where like
teeth.
It does look, yeah, it does like people are saying it looks bad. I thought it looked fine. I
thought it looked awesome.
Yeah, like, but you know,
it didn't. I thought it was awesome. It could have looked a little better. Not gonna lie.
How could it have looked better? What do you mean?
I think the details. I think that's the complaint.
The details, yeah. I think
the molars. What are you talking about?
No, yeah, like but it like doesn't look like 100% real, which obviously we know, right? So to me, it doesn't matter. I don't nitpick that much because I think it's overall cool.
Flash put a baby in a microwave.
Yeah.
I didn't say that was
a good scene. That was funny.
I thought The Flash was a good movie, but what's crazy to me, it's a hate train, man. Like people just like to hate right now. Like
bad
I don't know.
CGI,
I'm excited about things now.
Bad CGI is secret invasion. That's bad CGI.
Yeah.
The ending, the boss fight, all that. That's terrible CGI.
And story.
Storytelling.
This to
me is like comic-y.
My thing is like people are like, oh, dude, it looks fake. It is fake. It's not the Superman's not real up there. You know,
that's what I say. Like I don't care because I know it's not real. It's not a documentary.
Well, look. If you have somebody arguing that it could have looked more real with the teeth,
practical, maybe.
If you want real, and we're in reality, and Superman has those powers, that dude's jaw goes left while his face stays right.
He's pulling his punches, though, you know.
It explodes, and blood and jawbones go everywhere. I mean, if we're going to be real, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I really like it. I thought it was.
There was complaints about the wide angle lenses as well, like overusing. I think it's like we're seeing it now in the trailer, but I don't think it's going to be every scene that's wide angle. Like it's only for parts of the action, and it's also we're going to see it on a big IMAX screen. Like it's going to be sick.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm totally like after seeing all this stuff for Superman, I totally have confidence in James Gunn that this movie's going to be great, and the rest are going to be great. But kind of touching on it already, I want to talk about Wonder Woman because he confirmed that. Who do we think should play Wonder Woman? Because it's not going to be Gal.
Adjorna.
I don't like her.
I do. I think.
I'm sorry. Let me refrain. I don't like her for the role. She's fine actress. I've actually interviewed her before. She's nice.
I just went and watched Ballerina. What about her?
Amazing. I was going to say.
What about
Ana
her?
de Armas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Ballerina was fantastic.
Yeah.
Ana de Armas is fine, but I don't know.
I think she fits the bill. I think she has that kind of Wonder Woman look, personally.
Elizabeth Debicki?
I don't know who that is.
Isn't she an old actress? Not an old actress, but
Elizabeth Hurley's an old actress.
No, Elizabeth
Bedazzled. Remember that movie?
I know who Elizabeth Hurley is.
A little throwback. Brendan Fraser.
I know who. Dude, that movie is like underrated for sure. Oh, her. Oh, I could be down with that. I like her. Elizabeth Debicki. That's she's from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Who'd she play?
She's the gold lady that I'm just
Oh,
spacing.
okay. I like the ballerina John Wick girl better.
Yeah, I feel like Adria would be better than her.
She would be better.
What's that? Wait, what was the one you said? The last one? I don't know.
Elizabeth Debicki?
Yeah, oh, okay, that one. But there was also a girl from Fountain of Youth, Aiza Gonzalez. She kind of fits the part.
Aisha, that's her name.
Aisha, yeah, Aisha, yeah.
No, I'm talking about Elizabeth Debicki's character name in Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's okay. I was about to say, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce this.
Who are you talking about?
Eiza Gonzalez.
What? How do you spell it? What?
Eiza Gonzalez. She was in the new Fountain of Youth. Great.
I think she's a great actress as well. I've seen her in something else recent. I've seen her something very recently. What was she in recently? I don't remember.
Fountain of Youth. Did you watch that? It was pretty good.
No, I didn't watch that. No. But yeah, I know who she is. Maybe.
She's got the look down. That's for sure.
Yeah, she's got the look. You almost wonder if you should move away. Like right here, she looks. I'm looking at a picture. She looks exactly like Gal. So it's like, should you move away?
Well, I feel like Ana de Armas looks like Gal as well.
She does, and that's why I'm asking.
Well, that's because Gal has a Wonder
her?
Woman look to her. I mean, you can't move that far away.
I mean, so do all these people we've mentioned, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, we're just gonna. I mean, listen, James Gunn knows how to cast characters. Like, I have no problems with him crushing it. He's done great so far. So yeah.
Let's bounce over real quick. Thor 5. The rumor is Daniel RPK said that it's going to be actually set after the reboot or the soft reboot after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of ruins the whole.
That's what I said. I was like, okay, so he lives.
Well, unless it's that also tells me they're probably going to play the whole card of him dying in Doomsday, going to Valhalla, coming back, and I don't want that at all. I really don't.
I think that would be sick.
I know.
The whole Thor 5 could take place solely in Valhalla because he's dead. Who knows?
It won't. You know,
that would be sick. That would be awesome.
It's not going to.
I'm down.
We need some type of Valhalla. But what I said was, if Thor 5 is his last film and we go through Doomsday and Secret Wars, then it should end with him dying and going to Valhalla, being with his father, his mother, his Jane. Like, that would be a good ending to me. Like, if we're saying goodbye to Chris Hemsworth's Thor, he dies, but then we see that final scene.
He reunites being a sacrificial lamb to Doctor Doom and then coming back somehow in Secret Wars from Valhalla. I think that's a wrong direction to go.
Well, Taika Waititi's not a part of the project. So.
Taika Waititi is not part of the project. So
and you know what's funny is, like, people really crap on him and really don't want him to come back because of the Love and Thunder, but Ragnarok was awesome.
Yeah, he did Ragnarok. Yeah,
people keep forgetting that
he got a big head with Ragnarok, and they were like, let's jump this up 1,000 times.
Well, I think it was like the comedy aspect of Ragnarok was received so well, he doubled down where he should have just kept it the same.
He tripled down, like
exactly. He
amped it up. He made a parody of himself, and that's not what you want from Thor. You want a mixture of humor, but you also want that, like, stoic, which we talked about earlier, and badass, like, gritty, visceral. This is the God of Thunder, you know.
Well, in Thor's, like, got some such seriously, like, morbid moments in the comics, like hanging himself, and
1 and 2. 1 and 2, I feel like
they were more
he hit the more serious but still had some jokes and stuff. He did really good in Avengers too.
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like the Avengers was a really good blend. Like, don't get me wrong, I liked Ragnarok a lot. It was one of my favorite movies, but it's the whole. He's like, they're talking about Loki. He's like, I care how you speak. He's like, he may not be in the right mind, but he is my brother. And then, like, he killed these people. He's like, he's adopted. Like, it's a really good mix of seriousness and then funny. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, you got freaking Zeus. I mean,
that crap was stupid. Like,
I mean, well, first of all, that can't be Zeus. Orgies and flicking his
so stupid. I hated that. Yeah, that was.
It was dope.
We have I don't know if we addressed the super chat. MCU Mac, thank you. I like Superman, but F4 is one of my favorite. Hey, same here. No, Fantastic Four.
Oh, I'm totally happy there's a Thor 5, and I'm even more happy that it's going to be after the soft reboot, because that gives us a familiar face, at least one, while we kind of reset. I'm cool.
think you misunderstood. They said F4.
Oh,
It's one of my
I was about to say, I was like, hold on. Hold on now.
oh, my bad.
Fantastic Four. They're back on the
Thank you for the
previous
super
conversation
chat.
we had. Superman or Fantastic Four. I'm excited for both. I'm not pitting them against each other. I really not. I'm gonna go see both. I don't, you know what I mean?
I am.
I hope they're both amazing.
Superman, hands down, will make more money.
The box
You
office.
guys-
Superman wins out of Jurassic
And Fantastic
Superman.
Yeah.
Fantastic
Dude.
Four. Yeah, Fantastic Four might be finishing last in the box office.
Dude,
It's going to be close, I think, but this movie's going to crush it clearly. And then you have dinosaurs.
Yeah, I mean,
franchises are crazy for those things, you know.
I think Superman's gonna crush in China as well. Like, I think it's gonna make a lot of money in China. Just because of
Honestly,
like
I
aesthetic wise,
see-
like
I see Superman ending up down the road being a 2B. Honestly, I really do. If Spider-Man can do it, Superman can do it. Especially a rebooted, brand new Superman.
Spider-Man didn't hit 2B. That's close.
Spider-Man No Way Home did. Did it
No,
not?
it didn't. No.
You sure?
Close.
God, could you imagine if it Superman hits 2
Spider-Man
billion?
No Way Home box office. It was like 1.8 or something. 1.9.
1.9.
1.9.
Okay.
1.9
billion. Yeah.
That's crazy. It was
Yeah.
close.
That I mean, yeah, but like Toby and the, you know what I mean. Superman could do it. Like it's got they got Guy Gardner and
Superman that carries
and
imagine
imagine if like Supergirl's in it as well, right?
Yeah.
Here's my deal. I've said this in a few videos. I might have said it on the podcast, but I just need it out there just in case. Again, imagine Ultraman's supposed to be a clone of Superman. Imagine if the mask comes off and it's Henry Cavill. People would freak out, lose their dang minds.
I don't think,
and you know, you could kill Ultraman in that one, and so it's like a one and done, but it's like a homage thing. But you know, people would lose their minds.
I don't think James Gunn is into gimmicks for this. I don't think he
No, I don't think he is either. But I'm just saying that would melt people's brains.
I mean, I think he would do Supergirl as Ultraman before, like, because, like, I mean, look at the writing for Scooby Doo. Like, you remember that? Who was under the mask in Scooby Doo? It was Scrappy Doo. He was the villain the entire time, you know.
Yeah,
and he was the writer for that film. So
they take the mask off of Ultraman, and it's The Rock. Going to change the hierarchy of the new DC.
No. Oh my gosh, I would literally lose it.
Tom Hiddleston wants Loki and Daredevil to meet in the MCU. That's random. I mean, it'd be okay. I want Loki to meet everybody, but why?
True.
I don't feel like those two characters particularly need to meet.
I don't think they're gonna meet unless
it's kind of like on the way different extremes of things, like a god holding the multiverse together with a street level blind guy.
Yeah.
So how quick does Loki die in Doomsday? How quick is he ripping him off that throne?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think he has to die for the multiverse to fall apart. He can grab him and take him off the throne without him dying.
I think he's gonna die.
Gosh.
Well, that would add to my whole Thor 5 ending with Valhalla scene. Loki would be there too.
Loki would be in Valhalla. Hey, this is really random, but I saw TikTok. You know how many lines what's his name? Orlando Bloom had in Lord of the Rings?
No.
Take a guess.
Lines?
100? I don't know.
No, 300.
17.
What?
I'm taking the Hobbit's
entire trilogy?
17.
Make haste.
Well, maybe that's why Frodo didn't know his name. He never said anything.
Make haste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but he was like
I'm fact checking myself. Yeah, it was in Fellowship of the Ring, the first one. He had
just in one movie.
17 lines. That's how good of a character he was.
I was going for the whole trilogy.
You remember him as well as any other character, and he only talked 17 times.
So look at how many lines John Wick said in John Wick 4. Look that up.
It's probably really
Keanu
low.
Reeves didn't want lines. He charged like $35,000 per word. And he made like 15 million.
John Wick 4, he speaks a total of 380 words.
Words, not even lines. Words.
That's awesome.
And that was the highest grossing film of that franchise.
Yeah.
So I think that has to say something about like direction and writing and acting, obviously, too.
It also says something about star power and people when they have the back of the star.
But Orlando Bloom was not really that famous then when he did that.
No, I know.
Yep.
I'm saying his character became very famous, and it was off very few lines.
Yeah,
because
the writing was just the acting and the writing was fantastic, and the direction, of course.
Warner Brothers and Discovery are splitting again.
Let's go! HBO Max is back. It never left though.
Never left. And then what is it? It's just like all their sports channels are splitting, right?
Yeah, it's like Adult Swim, CNN, some other, just a bunch of crap that no one cares about.
Right, yeah.
No, it is actually a bunch of crap. It's like TVN, TLC, like,
right.
You know?
Yeah. I personally don't care. What I do care about is live action Zelda being delayed till May 7, 2027. I've said every time we talked about this. I am super worried about this movie. This is going to be such a hard movie to be a home run. And I feel like, I don't know. I'm really worried.
Gosh, I keep forgetting her name. But ever since we said it in the one podcast, Anya Taylor-Joy, I really want her as Zelda. I really want her as Zelda. I love her as an actress. I think she's so talented. But her look really, I think, fits as well.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to all the controversial
we actually have an update, kind of. Apparently that was like a separate PR company that was literally just trying to do a PR stunt.
So it wasn't valid at all.
It was zero validity.
And sometimes I think because there was that the talk about Magneto being black as well. Sometimes I'm like, okay, like, are we rage baiting? Right?
Like audiences.
Right? Like, what are we doing? Oh yeah, are we testing it? Is it like, hey, let's let this leak out and see what people think if we make Magneto black? And then it gets back to the studio and they're like, all right, that's a hit, that's a miss,
Is it a PR firm that's representing that actor?
I think that's how it probably was. Yeah.
If that's the case, then they're literally just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping.
Maybe she wanted the role.
Said, hey,
but they were like, let's test it first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, that backfired. Honestly, I mean, if the studio's not involved and the studio sees that go out there, you can't really think they're going to really want to come after you. Even if it goes over decently well and they weren't involved in it and the PR spins it like this is real, I feel like the studios are going to be like,
I'd be mad. I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not
don't dictate
less?
Who we cast?
Right, exactly. Now all this crap. And it's very controversial. Casting. It's very controversial. So I'd be like, dude, like we would have went about this our own way.
Yeah.
So, but I am worried about it because it would be like, it's really weird because it's almost like I was really worried about Detective Pikachu, but not so much because it wasn't like a true Pokemon movie. It wasn't about Ash Ketchum getting Pikachu, blah, 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 blah. But this is supposed to be, it's Zelda, it's Link.
It's the beginning of that IP on the big screen.
Yep. Right. So I am worried about it, not for any particular reason, just that I've always been worried about it since the announcement of live action.
If you go animated like Mario did, you're much safer. This is hard. It's hard to translate that over to live action humans. Actors.
It is, but I prefer live action.
Bro, look at Mario from the 90s. They tried.
They're terrible.
I know.
Like, they're terrible.
Nintendo has quality control now. Like they're pretty good at what they do. Like Miyamoto's attached to the project.
Mario is in a much safer space.
Well, yeah, because it is a safe option, and you also have like the Minions people developing it versus like Wes Ball, who did Maze Runner, which I think Wes Ball is I think he can do it. Like I trust him. Yeah. Am I concerned? Yeah, I'm concerned, but like all they're doing is making a high fantasy project with a dude that doesn't talk ever. Like it can't be that bad. It's not like the writing's going to be an issue.
Here. Name me 2 video game to movie crossovers that were done really well.
Movie or just projects?
Movie, big screen. Movie, not TV, not episodes, not series. Movie. Now we go back to the crappy ones. I mean, the crappy ones: Mario, Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat. Those were terrible. Terrible.
I thought Prince of Persia was pretty good. I like that movie.
We're talking like full on live action.
Yeah, give me 2 that you would consider success.
I mean, a Minecraft movie, GG.
Yeah. I mean, all you have to do,
No. That's partially animated.
Sonic the Hedgehog, those movies were insane.
Okay, all right, there you go.
Oh, that's true. Those movies
Sonic's
are fantastic.
But Sonic
still partially
almost,
animated.
they
Also,
almost
Mortal
effed
Kombat,
that up.
dude. The
They almost
recent
effed
Mortal
that
Kombat
up.
movie.
They almost
They
effed up
almost did.
Sonic.
They almost did. Yeah. Yeah.
You remember what he looked like when they
Yeah.
teased him?
Sonic,
Over
yeah.
his teeth.
I always thought the writing for that was good, but yeah, no, the
Mortal Kombat 1, it's not bad, but if you look back at it, it's not the best. I actually just did a video on that and how the writer and the director, like, we messed up a lot. We didn't hit the community and the fan service like we should have, and we're going to fix that in Mortal Kombat 2. Like, you can't have Mortal Kombat without a tournament. That's what it's all about, stuff like that. But having
apparently the new one has gotten good.
Technically even like a core character, stuff like that. But yeah, I would say that one wasn't a failure for sure, and I would say Sonic. But it's hard to find them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I get it, but like it's like, to Wes's point, like we just kind of talked about this. Like Legolas barely says anything. Like Keanu Reeves barely says anything. Yes, Link doesn't talk that much, but maybe he doesn't need to. You know, and in my mind, I'm just like, you know what? If you do this, like Lord of the Rings, and almost emulate the scene where they meet Galadriel the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
if they do it in that vein, I think they'll be safe. But if they do it almost in a whimsical vein, I think it's going to be silly.
You guys know, like, Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild Link was literally like they took Legolas and they're like, we're making a Legend of Zelda game with that in mind. Like that Link is literally Legolas. So what they're going to do for the movie is like
throw him in there, de-age him a little bit. We got ourselves.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
All right. Mark Hamill asked what order you should watch the Star Wars movies, and he said, I don't care. Is he in his Harrison Ford era? He also stated that he's kind of ready to leave Star Wars past. I think he's a cynical old man that
I don't like him anymore.
He's just Joker.
That lost. He either lost or he got too big of a head on how special of a role that he had. And I feel like he turned his back a long time ago on the fandom and the communities and kind of rose above, like he's standing above everybody. And for that, I don't really care what he thinks.
He's also let current events consume
every
moment.
Every moment of his life. Political, and it's
bro, you're Luke Skywalker with a lightsaber in a Star Wars movie. Nobody's out there for your political views. They're out there to watch you fight Sith. But I don't care
and like like obviously I'm a huge Star Wars fan. This is a Star Wars podcast.
Yep.
I don't know. In my mind, like when people are like, who are your favorite Star Wars characters? Luke doesn't show up, man.
He used to a long time ago for me.
A long time ago, he used to. But now I
through the
book Luke
Kylo
shows up
over him. Obi-Wan is, top Darth Vader.
Obi-Wan
and Anakin, like Anakin and Darth Vader, right? Like the two separate people.
What's crazy is Anakin was one of the most ridiculed characters from 2000 to 2010, and now Anakin is literally, I mean, Hayden's at the top.
Praised.
Top.
People love Hayden. Yeah. It's funny because you saw both of them kind of, it was like CGI de-age, like, or not even de-age, it was just like CGI. But I would watch Ahsoka over something Luke Skywalker related now.
100%. Look,
that elevator scene was sick though. Like
that was sick, but they just copied the Darth Vader scene from Rogue One.
I understand that
Filoni don't miss.
He has had Star Wars crammed down his throat for 3/4 of his life. And he's heard it all, he's seen it all, and he's been asked so many times for autographs and all that. But there comes a point you have to keep that humble vein and know you're where you're at because of Star Wars.
Because of Luke Skywalker. Right, exactly. No, I'm with you. That's why he's just rubbed me the wrong way over the past few years, because he's gotten so political too. I unfollowed him because I'm like, I don't want to see all this crap, dude.
Yeah. Like, the thing is like,
another one that does that in a big way is Ruffalo.
I don't follow him either because of that during, one of the election periods. Because I just don't want to see all that crap, man. Like that's how people become. This is exactly what we're talking about. That's how people become very bitter. Like if you look at all the LA riots and stuff right now, not talking about sides or anything like that, but like on TikTok, all my TikTok's been that stuff lately. I'm like, I don't want to see this stuff. It's like super depressing. And it puts me in a bad mood. I don't want to see
leads to hate.
It does. All right.
Suffering.
Let's get off of it. Chris Evans is a liar. addresses missing
Oh,
out on
totally.
Doomsday, you feel like you
Oh,
weren't invited to the
totally.
party. Come on, bro. I mean, do they just sit back and laugh and be like, all right, let's rock the internet to the left here or tilt them over front here today? Come on. Nobody's fallen for that. We know you're in it. You're in all of it. You're literally going to be in all of those movies one way or another.
We were talking about PR stunts. It's a PR stunt. They just want you to talk.
Do they call him? Does Feige or somebody call his agent and say, this is what we're thinking about doing this week to create some hype and kind of keep people off leverage and off tilt and stuff? Do you think that's how it works? Or Chris says, hey, I have an idea. I'm bored.
No, I think it's like, let's look at scheduling, right? I think Disney PR gets with personal PR. Looks at schedules. Hey, this at this time, we're going to say this. Or it might be like, hey, they're going into the interview. You have to if it's big enough, you have to check with Disney PR. And
I think that's what it was
because it's like, hey, they're going to ask you about some crap. Okay, Disney PR says, yeah, they're obviously going to ask you about Doomsday. Say this, right? Gotcha. Because
more that some of them that they trust more. They're like, we'll let you like lean in a little bit. Just say, don't go past this threshold. Because there's some
because I've done enough interviews to know what it's like. They'll tell you, like, you can't ask this.
Yeah.
Right. Like they'll straight up say, like, if you're in an interview, like if you're about to like do an interview, sometimes they have you submit questions before and they'll be like, no, you can't ask this, blah, 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 blah. And, during the thing, they'll tell you beforehand, no Doomsday talk. So this is like allowed to happen. Right. The only time where I would say it is kind of fair game is on carpets. When the press is there and you walk up to them and that's like whatever, right? Yeah.
You're also about to see the world premiere there. It's about to be out to the world.
Well, no, just for anything else. Like he might show up to, Spider-Man. He might show up to the Spider-Man one or any other movie, right? Or like Sundance, they could ask him something like that. You know what I mean? Like something that's not planned, right? Like you just go to a carpet and they're like, hey, we know you're good. Doomsday's coming up or you come in, something like that.
He's a liar. He'll be in it.
Publicist gets eyes open really wide.
Well, that's the thing. There was that whole Chris Pratt clip that went around where his publicist like pushed him aside.
Yeah,
and said, the publicists are there. They're listening. They're watching.
New Ironheart trailer. How we feeling? I didn't.
Wait, hold on. There's another super chat. MCU Mac. What's more real, Evans and Doomsday or GTA 6? Evans and Doomsday for sure.
Oh, a lot of screenshots of GTA 6.
Yeah, it is true. Evans is going to be a variant of Captain America. He may end up being Captain Hydra.
Who
knows?
No, he's going to show up freaking 87 years old. Get the freaking...
We may get that one.
Till you're 90.
Yeah, till you're 90. He just gets shield with the hammer and it's like, I'm still worthy.
Something nobody is interested in. Ironheart. I didn't watch it. I don't care. I literally saw it on my Twitter feed and I scrolled past it. I'm a huge Marvel fan.
The trailer?
You consume everything.
Yeah, a new trailer came out the other day. Did you not know that?
No, I watched it.
Oh, and
I think it might be good, man. So I don't want to say it could be.
Wes, I'm not really saying it, but I'm saying it.
I mean, it could be good.
They're just trying to get through it. When you can see the publisher, the people that paid the money to make this,
right?
You can see them checked out. It kind of makes it hard for you to buy in.
That was the biggest thing to me. So on my channel, when I do my show every Thursday, I have Jasmine, who is part Black, and we talked about it a little bit, but it's very obvious what Marvel Studios is doing, right? Like it's very obvious, and to me, that's why I'm like, if Marvel was promoting this thing like normal, I'd be like, okay, like I don't think a lot of people would really be like, oh my gosh, it sucks, because that's what a lot of people are thinking right now. Because like it sucks, that's why they're not marketing it.
If they don't care, I don't care.
Well, so that's my deal, right? It's not that like I'm going in thinking it's gonna suck, but in my mind, I'm like, it like the story doesn't have much to do with the multiverse saga, and Marvel doesn't care about it.
You're going in thinking
care about it.
You're going in thinking it doesn't matter because
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. Maybe it matters. Well, this is the thing. Like maybe some story matters for something you need to know about Riri, but we already got Black Panther: Wakanda Forever that introduced her. And a 30-second scene in Doomsday could show you what she's been up to include her in Doomsday, right? I don't know. I just feel like it's a combination of bad luck, right? Like they've been sitting on it for 3 years, and Marvel is very clearly not really caring about it too much.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, that's that's not good. I mean, visually, the trailer, there was like a scene where magic was like kind of getting infused with her suit, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But in my mind, this is like kind of a curse. I'm like, okay, where's Mephisto? And I don't want to jump back to those WandaVision days where it's all about Mephisto, but to me, that's what I'm most interested in seeing from this show. If Mephisto shows up, because Deadline reported forever ago that's who Sacha Baron Cohen was playing, and that's how the Hood gets his powers. So I'm like, all right, where are you at? You know what I mean?
That's the only reason anybody's going to watch it. That's kind of like the whole teasing Yoda and Plagueis at the end of Acolyte.
Oh my god!
Trying to get people, okay, watch it for this, not for the other reasons. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
There were AI characters. Oh, Galaxy Geeks, you're talking about
Sasha,
the hologram thing. There was like a hologram. Her AI is like a projection hologram, like her Jarvis, right? I think it's like her dead sister.
I don't even like the suit. I don't even like her suit.
I don't like the suit. Yeah, I don't like the suit. It's very bulky and
it's
like
bubbly. It's bubbly. It's like
bubbly.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I thought the suit up CGI was good. But,
I don't like it at all.
Sirik said, "You guys just discussed Ironheart more than Marvel."
Yeah, we got to get off of it. We're on. Black Ops 7 got revealed. Thoughts?
I didn't see anything.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
My thing is like the Xbox showcase was really solid, but the show COD for the last thing, like the one more thing was COD, and it didn't even look like COD. But then you're just like, oh, it's COD, and then Menendez showed up and was like,
it's literally David Mason and Menendez. So we're going in after Black Ops 2. The campaign will probably be cool. Multiplayer will be Call of Duty. The only thing exciting to me, the only takeaway I had that was exciting is that we're going to get Blackout back.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
I thought that was co-op campaign. Okay, that makes sense.
No, that's Blackout. Supposed to come in the second season. Yeah.
What is Blackout? I don't even.
Blackout was the other battle royale that just for whatever reason failed, but it wasn't because it was bad. It was actually awesome. But yeah.
They just moved on to the next, that's really what it came down to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. It's not a Call of Duty podcast. Nintendo Switch 2 sold 3.5 million units already.
All those people. All right. $400. I'm not going to buy it. It's an $80 game. Yeah. Everyone's playing freaking Mario Kart World now.
I have a buddy. Do you guys remember Jehovah?
Yeah.
No idea.
How many did he buy?
Bro. So he trolled Facebook on the biggest level I have ever seen. Let me pull it. He bought, I would say 60, 70, and he took a picture.
Did he really?
Of them in the back of his car. Hold on. And the hate, and he said, for sale, call me, $1,000 or like 1,800 for 2. And I have never seen so much hate in comments. I'm gonna see
how much are they normally.
They're $3.99, right?
Hang on.
Oh my gosh! What?
Share.
That's actually crazy.
All right, here we go. Here you go. Look at this. Look at this. Click on that. You have to log into Facebook. And he just keeps replying to everybody. Already 5x my money. Already 5x my money. Already 5x my money. Literally just trolling the shit out of everybody. It is so funny.
And it would have been really
funny.
Like,
can people not get these?
I don't know.
No, actually, to be honest, the stock has been pretty solid. Like they've done their best.
That's his vehicle. That's his vehicle. That's not AI.
Yeah.
Well, no, I believe it. But my question is, can I go to Best Buy and pick one up?
I don't know.
Yeah. So Nintendo actually did a pretty solid job with scalpers. So like,
clearly,
well, no. Like whenever it comes to like people securing their like there's so many consoles out there. 3.5 million units.
What was the deal with GameStop running staples through the screens with the receipts?
Oh, that was GameStop in Staten Island, I think it was.
They had somebody staple receipts onto the top of the box, and it went through and punctured the screens of
the LCD screen. Yeah. Here, let me pull this
Yeah,
up
I'd
for
be
the chat to
pissed if
see.
that happened.
Oh, you gonna throw it up on the screen?
Yeah, here you go, chat. Yeah, that's actually correct.
This is a good friend of mine too. It is he is the master troll in the comment section. It is great.
That's awesome.
It was so great. All right.
That's crazy.
Mind's Eye GTA ripoff released mostly negative reviews. I watched Trevor T. Martin play some of it. It's got a lot of problems. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got a lot of issues. I mean, they were literally just trying to give you something GTA to hold
And
you
it was like an
over.
ex
To hold you up, to hold you over.
Yeah, to hold you over for GTA for sure. It's not good. It's not great at all, unfortunately. It has some really good cutscenes. Looks like a movie in some spots, but
just go buy it, guys.
What's up?
Just wait for GTA. One must go time.
I mean, you'll be waiting forever. It's never
One
coming.
must go time. It's go time for one must go time.
We're gonna do a podcast on that day, and if it doesn't happen, then we'll do some things. Okay. One must go. Super Mario 64, Super Mario World, or Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh crap!
Yeah, I know. I did this with
Super Mario World, Super NES, right?
Yep.
That's at the top for me.
Sunshine.
Hold on, dude.
Wait, what were the options? What were the options?
No, Super Mario 64 from the Nintendo 64.
First 3D Mario.
Super Mario World.
Sunshine is goated. Sunshine is
real
such
good.
a good game.
Yeah. I'd rather play the other two.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna put Sunshine, but it's not because it's not great. It's only because Super Mario 64 was the first 3D Mario.
I mean, that's the GOAT. When you talk about the GOAT,
No. Super Mario World for Super NES is the GOAT. Hands down.
I mean, yeah, but
Super Mario 3 would be the GOAT number 2. You can have third in line for 64. It does not get the top at all.
Well, for 3D, it's the GOAT.
I mean, it's definitely the GOAT for 3D. Well, so the thing is like, if I didn't put Galaxy on here for a reason, because like it would be a really tough list. Like Sunshine would just get nuked.
Sunshine's a really good game.
Yeah,
but I'm not. I would only go back to play N64. That's the thing. Is like
I can play Sunshine all day.
I recently beat Super Mario World in like a day. It was
great. Dude.
It was amazing. God,
for
it's
me,
so good.
Rank your top 3 Marios. For me, it's Super Mario 3, Super Mario World. I guess I would probably go Super Mario 64. Sunshine's in the top 5 for me. I think it's an awesome game.
I would do the same thing as you. Those are my top 3.
Top 3? Oh, dude. Oh my God. What did
you got
probably
Galaxy in there?
Yeah, I would say probably or no. Yeah. Galaxy 2. That might be controversial. Galaxy 2, Super Mario World, and then Super Mario 64.
No Super Mario 3 for either of you.
No, I thought Super Mario 3 was great, but I'm playing Super Mario World over 3 like any day of the week.
Yeah. Luigi's Mansion doesn't count, right?
That's a Luigi game, but like,
no.
No. I mean, but like Luigi's Mansion 3 was also freaking insane. Same with 2.
Yeah.
You know,
and
1 honestly.
Yeah, they're all really good.
Okay, here we go.
You don't put Super Mario Kart in there?
Yeah, that's a spin-off. Like that's why, like,
it's very different. Yeah,
it's a spin-off. Like, because if we're doing that, then it's like Double Dash is probably like number 1. You know, but like,
okay,
Double Dash is goated. Okay, here we go. One must go. Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, or The Hobbit: Battle of Five Armies.
Hobbit: Battle of Five Armies.
Hobbit Battle.
Now, I will say The Hobbit: The Battle of Five Armies was the best of the 3.
Nope, incorrect.
But definitely,
It's got the most action of the 3, but it's not
exactly
the best of the 3.
The best. Dude, part 1, The Hobbit, whatever. What is it? Unexpected. I don't remember what it's called.
An unexpected journey.
It will put you to sleep. It will literally put you. Even if you're a fan of the Lord of the Rings, that movie will put you to sleep.
No. Listen, do I agree that the pacing is like slower? Yes, but I think like dude, my thing is like it should have been 2 movies, right? It should have been Unexpected Journey,
because it'll put you to sleep. It's so long.
And then The Desolation of Smaug,
Bro,
and then
have
the battle at the end of that.
Minutes.
The dinner thing was crazy. Yeah, like the dinner thing was actually
that was amazing. I love that. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates, bro. Come on now.
Yikes.
Okay.
All right.
But next up, One must go. Tom Welling Superman or Henry Cavill Superman? Tom Welling, you guys know.
I'm sorry, I'm keeping Cavill.
Yeah, I like Cavill.
Until I see David on screen,
I'm
it's always
petitioning for
Cavill
David,
for me.
though. I'm petitioning for David.
We'll see, but it's always Cavill for me. I'm keeping Cavill.
Bro, just that one simple eyes up here. He's got me. He's got me.
Well, no, the to me when Mr. Terrific's like, stop playing around,
and he rolls off into the pit.
Yeah,
did you see his eyes too? His eyes were all cooked from using his lasers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can't wait.
I'm gonna put him doing something really important here. Like I'm like, that's
important
awesome.
here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the crypto clip where Terrific is like, you brought your dog?
Was that a TV spot? I feel like
it's a TV spot that like really wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it wasn't really that
one,
advertised. I don't know if people have really seen it because I think it was like just online. I have it somewhere here. Let me.
You guys know that we're losing crypto. Like Superman is losing crypto, right? Like
no, he's not.
It's gonna be Supergirl's dog, straight up. Like that's.
I was gonna say you mean to Supergirl, not totally. Once Kara shows up, totally. No, I knew that.
I can't believe it. I'm still mad about that. Like it's gonna happen.
Well, yeah, but she's his dog. He's her dog. That's what it is.
She's a good boy.
Wes, I just sent you.
Oh, you sent it? Okay.
In the group chat, you can throw it over. But there's a spot where Mr. It's at here. I can tell you exactly what spot it's at because I told Chris before. 124. If you want to show that on the.
Yep.
Brandon, what up? Thanks for super chat. Yo, fellas, watching on the bus on my way to my job. Well, thanks for catching us, man. Hope you have a good day at work. Thanks for that super chat as well.
Stall for a second.
Yeah, that's it.
You said what timestamp?
124, I think.
124.
Let me double check here. Yeah, just play it at like 120.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Let's
quick.
open up this.
Really
boom,
quick.
and then boom, and then boom. Look at this, guys. We're a pro YouTuber. Okay, ready? Oh, in the chat, or were you gonna play it?
Go for it.
No, there. For the chat. Sorry.
Destroy him. Good luck with that. Crypto, you brought that dog, man.
You brought that dog, man.
Hey, Mr. Terrific is gonna be great. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
That scene right there, I'm like, that's like,
That's
I don't know. That's good comedy to me.
Did you see the people that were just like, why is Mr. Terrific here? He shouldn't even be like, it's like out of everybody, he's like one of the people that deserves to be in the Justice Gang. Like, it's insane.
People are just gonna complain about everything.
Yep.
True. Okay, here we go. Oh, we have a super chat.
I adjust it.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, my bad. I just saw it.
New.
Okay.
Brandon? Yeah, I know I adjusted it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry. Okay. One must go. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 or Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
2.
3. Get 3 out of here. I'll choose 2.
2's a sleeping movie. It's boring.
Wait, what? Wait, you're getting rid of 2? No, I'm getting rid of 3.
You're at 2. Oh, you want the honest truth? The only really upper tier Guardians movie is 1.
That's just not true.
Holy cow, we are all like against each other. I think the first one is the best, but I think
the first one is the best.
One is the next.
Second.
It's 1, 2, 3. That's the actual order of
mid-level.
How good they are.
Chat, what are we thinking?
They hit magic. They hit the top pinnacle magic they were going to hit in 1.
No, 2 was awesome.
And you want to know even more?
Going against Ego.
They weren't really that good in Love and Thunder either.
Who are you? I don't even know you. I don't even know you. Gosh.
Clip it and ship it.
This is why we should only talk about Star Wars in the Star Wars podcast.
Speaking of Star Wars, one must go. Star Wars Force Awakens or Rise of the Skywalker?
Rise of Skywalker. Force Awakens wasn't a bad movie.
On its own, it's not a bad movie, but
Rise of Skywalker is just crazy. Like, oh, hey, I've been hiding 1,000 Star Destroyers. And guess what? Every one of them has a Death Star style cannon on the bottom of it to destroy worlds. Yeah,
It hurts me to think about it.
And you know what's even crazier? So, like at the very end, where all the rebels show up. I bet if you paused it, there's got to be like 42,000 ships in the air that all come out of hyperspace.
How did they? How?
They all showed at the same time. At
How
the same time.
How did it? How did you produce movies that we have to talk about them like this now? That's so sad.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Force Awakens was not a bad movie.
They killed Han in the way they did. I hated it.
With it after
they
did kill Han. That was terrible.
Somebody just said, maybe it was Hamill. Somebody said if Lucas was still in charge, Leia, Luke, and Han would have never been killed off.
No, because Harrison wanted his character killed in Empire.
That's because he's a cynical old man.
Yeah. Well, he did, but like, I think he would have been like, I'm either dead or I'm not gonna be in the movie.
Yeah.
Which I think that was the case with Force Awakens. So like, it's understandable that he died then. Overall, I thought it was,
Luke's was kind of stupid. I'm gonna force project so hard that it kills me.
Oh my god!
Everything about him throwing the
he didn't even die. He just went to Force Ghost Land.
All the story for Luke in those two movies was terrible.
He was
character assassination.
They turned him into a brat. He was a brat.
He was a brat. He became Mark Hamill in real life. That's what it was. It was Mark Hamill not acting, just being himself. That was
you're right. That's a good take.
That's what it was. It was Mark Hamill being Mark Hamill and not Luke Skywalker.
That's a great take.
True.
All right. Speaking of takes, it's
hot take time. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Movie trailers spoil every movie. They should stop releasing trailers.
No, trailers are the portal into Superman. When you have somebody that knows how to cut and tell the right portions of it to get you hooked, trailers are the most important key part for marketing.
Yeah. Like, I do believe they can make or break a movie too. Like, without trailers, there's no hype. What are you going to do? How are you going to get somebody in the theater? But when you give too much away, like the marketing for the Thunderbolts and Captain America Brave New World with Red Hulk, like they should have kept it at, you just see the shield being catched, thrown on the ground, and you see like the red leg.
Do you think that was unintentional, a mistake or oversight, or do you think they were worried about the movie's box office and they felt compelled to give you more? I mean, I go back to Force Awakens. Does anybody remember when we got the first trailer? It was badass.
Oh, like you got
the goosebumps. I mean, when the Millennium Falcon's flying through the Star Destroyer that's crashed on Jakku. I mean, it was hype. It was super hype.
Well, but that was the first time we got a new Star Wars movie
in a long time too. Same with Superman. Same things going on with Superman.
Yeah, but we had like DC projects recently, you know what I mean? So it's like it was probably even like bigger back then for Star Wars. It's huge now, but I think
it's gonna be even bigger when we get a trailer for the first of the next trilogy. It's gonna blow through the roof, regardless if it ends up being good or not.
I mean,
it is.
The next,
I think they have to make a move.
Star Wars fandom rolls harder than anybody. They
do, but I'm thinking like the next one is the Mandalorian Grogu. It's not
no. I'm talking about an established. This is part one of the next three.
Well, Sean Levy,
Starfighter,
has his movie with Ryan Gosling.
I think that could be.
That's not it. That's a standalone.
He's talking like the possible like Rey's first order.
No.
The New Order.
Shifted too. Rey's New Order is also being talked as a standalone now.
Yeah, I mean, well, first they have to get a direction. Like they need somebody at the top that's, yeah.
I don't think they know what they're doing.
But yeah, no, in my opinion, like I wrote that down because I saw the scene where he took like the laser eyes with the spinning move. Like I wish that would have just been saved.
That was a bad scene.
That was so insane. Yeah, like I would have loved to see that in like IMAX, but we will. But it's hopefully they do some other cool stuff.
But then again, you only got
a
short snippet of that battle.
Mm-hmm. You there, Warren?
I'm back now.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Hot take. They should delay the Fantastic Four movie. The Superman movie hype is going to destroy that movie.
Look, having these go back to back to back, I don't think it's a good idea, regardless of what movie you do. I think there should be some separation, but people are still going to go to the movies and watch Fantastic for sure.
I'm always wondering if what comes first, Fantastic Four or Superman?
Superman.
I was
Well, it's
wondering
actually
if
Jurassic.
well, I wonder if Superman reinvigorates people for superhero movies and makes them want to go see the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's possible.
It's
Good.
definitely going to get us hyped for the next DC movie, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
Supergirl.
I mean, it is unfortunate that the Fantastic Four does land so close to Superman and Jurassic, but
Yeah.
Big
I
brain
think
move.
they all,
It's
I
all,
think
well, it's
they all
also
do.
summer. It's also summer.
No, you
People are
shouldn't,
out.
yeah,
They'll
you
go to the
shouldn't, you
movie.
shouldn't move them. I don't think it's that much of an ask to ask someone to go see 2 movies within a 2-month time span, because that's really what it is, right? Like they come out kind of around the same time, but they're in the theaters for a
Let's
bit.
be
so-
real. July movie theaters are going to be rocking.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Dude,
I
the
love
power move.
Get your
is-
$80 Galactus popcorn
Do
bucket.
you remember we are like 4 short years away or ago from movie theaters possibly not even existing?
existing. Shout out to
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Cruise.
Crazy. I mean, some
Tom
movie
Cruise.
theaters went out of business
Tom
during
freaking
COVID, you know? So.
Yep, Tom Cruise saved it.
Yep.
Honestly, they need to move Supergirl, like Noah just said. They need to move Supergirl to the Doomsday launch window, like whenever it was supposed to launch before the delay in May. Give Supergirl that window.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Hot take. If Superman is a flop, the DCU is going to be perfectly fine.
No, it won't. It won't. It will probably fail. It'll end up like the DC EU. And I mean, guys, this is setting up. You can't have a setup movie.
Not
It's the
good.
anchor.
It's not good.
It's the
not
anchor
good.
movie.
It is. The good thing is like I don't think it's gonna flop. I really don't.
There's no way.
Here, okay, in terms
No.
of flop, what a flop would be considered if you just don't take it serious, and then as it keeps going, you just go watch them to watch, and you're not invested like we were with Iron Man and Thor and Captain America, the First Avenger, stuff like that, where it was an event. We were
Yeah, it was
looking
rumbling.
forward to those movies, and they were events for us, right? When we got to Aquaman 2 and Flash, those were not events for me. They were just,
No.
okay, I'm going to go watch them.
Well,
That's a
they had
flop.
already said that the universe was ending by that time, so it was
So to
like
me,
whatever.
That's a
Yeah.
flop.
So
That,
no
if,
one
it,
really
if it ends up
cared.
with that mindset from us, then it flopped. Will they still
Yeah.
make it? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I think it's recoverable.
It's the
I
anchor.
mean,
time.
Batman will always recover a franchise.
That's why like Supergirl, Wonder Woman, Batman, people are gonna still go see that stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm not
Like,
saying they're not going to go see it, but once again, are they going to see it with earnest? Or are they just going to see it because it's another?
Well, it depends on the movie. Like you said, a trailer can make
It
or break a
didn't
movie.
matter. It didn't matter the movie in the first 6 years of Marvel. We were hanging on strings for all of them.
Because
We were.
So are
Well,
you
yeah.
saying it didn't matter if the movie was good or bad then?
No, it didn't matter. It didn't matter the character. It didn't. If it was Iron Man, Thor,
Oh.
if it was Avengers, if it was,
Well, but to that point,
We
they
were-
have really awesome characters coming out.
I agree.
Supergirl, Wonder Woman, Batman. Like
I agree. But
Yeah.
Superman's the anchor movie.
and the Teen Titans, like
it
they're
is,
working
but
on
I don't
that.
think it's doomed if it doesn't do well. But I do think it's gonna do well. So
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much a guaranteed success. Like let's be honest,
is.
like it'll make its money back bare minimum. Which like if you look at Warner Brothers numbers, like that's really all they need.
That's
They just need a
win.
W, dude.
That's a win.
Okay. The DCU needs a big Hollywood actor like Robert Downey Jr. to succeed.
No.
No.
Look, we'll prove it. It'll be proven if this goes over right with David.
David Corn,
If it
yeah.
goes over right, they just prove that they didn't. And I hope I hope Supergirl, I hope Batman, I hope all of them are not your mainstream Chris Hemsworth, Robert Downey. I mean, people like that.
Yeah, no one was like super. There were a few super big people with the Avengers and the MCU and stuff like that, but I mean, it made careers really. And
Yeah.
I think that's like what a lot of people actually liked about it.
I think they're going to do it. I think James Gunn has that in mind. That's how he's going to cast. He's going to bring
Me too.
on new people.
Yeah.
Unknowns, yep.
We
Agreed.
don't need you, Rock.
Yeah, dude.
The hierarchy of
Almost-
DC.
Talk about derailing a franchise.
He
Okay.
literally did.
Yeah, I know.
He did.
Well, I mean, it was also kind of like them being dumb for like having him in a Shazam movie. Like he should have been in a Shazam project before he had his own thing.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
yeah. They had no direction at
zero.
whatsoever. Yeah.
That's okay. Okay, hot take. They need to delay Avengers Doomsday again. We need more setup.
Let's revisit this one after Fantastic Four.
What would they do by delaying Secret Wars, though? Introduce more projects in between? Is that what you're saying?
That's the only reason you would do it, is to shove one or two more in.
Delay them both.
But what are those projects?
A new Strange Shang-Chi 2 would be nice.
I feel like now that they have more time to prepare Doomsday, it'll be all right. I feel like we're past that point now.
I don't know, bro. I watched your video on like the Infinite Avenger plots, and there's like, I mean, they're doing the whole Infinity War. You got 3 or 4 different things going on different planets, and it's like, holy crap, what's going on? What do we watch? Who's happening? I mean,
they did that for Infinity War,
but they did it with very established characters.
So, but all the characters that we have are very established already. The only one who's not is Doom himself.
Yeah,
which like,
well, I guess they're pulling from different established. You're established from 25 years back with the Legacy Fox guys,
right?
Establish a variant because they're variants of established characters we like. But I'm talking like Riri, even Shang-Chi. He's only had one movie and it was like 4 years ago. I mean, Shuri or whatever her name, our Black Panther. I mean, Shuri, is she going to be Black Panther? I know we're probably getting Killmonger as a variant. They're going to have to really do heavy lifting off of our established variants, like Thor variants.
They are, but I think we're past the point of no return
I agree.
For some movies. I don't think they're going to delay anymore to do other movies. They might delay because they're having issues with the script, or not even issues, but they want more time.
They're filming, so...
Well, right. That's what I mean. Like, I don't think there's room to throw more projects in now. Like, I really don't.
Yeah. I think we're pretty committed.
Yeah. No.
So Doomsday is just going to be full setup then. Do we think we get something after Secret Wars? It's like continues, or do you think we get 2 parts of Secret Wars?
I hope.
I would love there to be 2 parts of Secret Wars.
That is something that they could definitely.
They could do that.
End up doing.
They could do that, and it might be. And I actually think it would be a good idea. Yeah.
I agree. And it gives us more to watch.
True.
I'm trying to predict, like you said, is the ending of Secret Wars the soft reboot for the X-Men saga? And if so, how does that go down at the end? Like, how do you leave that saga and enter us into the new one? Or is there going to be a movie after that, kind of like Spider-Man?
I think they go right into the X-Men movie after that. I think it probably ends with them taking wherever they're at and Franklin Richards basically going, boom, we have a universe. All the people in Battleworld will exist in that universe.
So do we get any of those new X-Men cameoed at the end of Secret Wars, the new batch?
Maybe like a Professor X tease or something. But after the Infinity Saga, we didn't really get any tease. We just got the clinking.
We're going to be literally hanging on the edge of our seats for post-credit scenes on the last Secret Wars movie. Like, if there is any, it's going to be...
I mean, they did it for Infinity War. They just did the clinking of Iron Man making his armor from the first movie. Mm-hmm. So maybe not. Who knows? Yeah. Really don't know.
All right, guys.
GG.
We did it. Another one in the books.
We did it. I'm very tired. We did it late today.
We did do it late today. We're old. We're old.
My day's starting now.
Yeah.
Except for Wes.
I gotta go get the kiddos some food. Well, guys.
Yep.
As always, it's a pleasure. We actually did it on the right day today, too.
I was gonna say, I know. I thought Jimmy was gonna push it back again.
No, I just said I had to go at like 7:30, but then I got home early. We're good.
To be fair, I pushed it back last week because the summer game events, the craze, all the games.
I got to go work on my AI voice for my channels.
Yeah, right? Heck yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Peace.
All right, guys.